it's Lisa. I have a shopping video for you. It's been quite a while because I haven't really done a lot of shopping. I've bought a few things locally, but I haven't ordered anything in months. So I have an order from A Cherry on Top. They were so fast. I ordered over the weekend. It shipped out Monday, and here it is Wednesday, and I have it, and I'm several states away. So I want to share with you what products that I bought. We're going to go through some embellishments, some color things and some embellishments, and then paper, and finally some chipboard albums that I got. First one here is Prima's Color Bloom. This is their new mist. It's kind of pricey, and I didn't know whether I wanted to invest in this or not, so I just bought one of them, and I've done a sample here. This is the deep teal color. It's in their vintage metal. There's different kinds of this in terms of the colors. It's got a beautiful color to it. It gives good coverage. The box says it sprays 2 ways, and I had to go watch somebody's video to figure out what they meant by that, because there's no instructions on the box. Basically, they mean if you hold the trigger fully in, you get a complete mist, and if you just do it part way, you'll get a splatter, which I think is kind of everybody's way of doing misting. But the other big selling point to these is they're refillable, in that when they get down, I gather, pretty low, you can add some water to them and you'll still get a lot of color. And as far as I can tell from their on video, it looks like you still get the same saturation of color. So I don't know about that yet. I haven't had that experience, but they are a little bit pricey, so you would want to get, I think, some extra out of them. But it is a pretty color, and I just wanted to, try a different product and see if I liked it. It's also supposed to be a no clog sprayer, so again, time will tell on that. Now I got one of the new colors in Distress Paint, the Cracked Pistachio, and this is what the color looks like. So really pretty color. It does work really well with the jelly plate that I was showing you the other day. I also got some Faber Castell Texture Luxe, and I'll open this up at the end and show you what it looks like. If I open it up now, I'm liable to get it on my fingers, so I'll just do that at the very end, but this is what it looks like dried. I think you can add the like gelatos and stuff and mix those in with this and get some pretty colors. It's kind of pricey for 1 fluid ounce. I can't remember, but I'm thinking this was about $6 or $7. So I'm curious to see what it's like. It comes in gold as well, but I'm going to have to do some playing with it, so it'll probably come up in some later videos. Now, some other things that I got. A Cherry on Top is doing a special thing where you can add a marker for free to your order, and this month is green. I have some Prima flowers, some mulberry flowers. You're going to see a kind of a wedding theme going through some of my papers and things. I'm doing some stuff for my Etsy shop in a wedding theme, so that's why I got these particular flowers. I thought they were really pretty. I have some papers from the J'Adore collection from BasicGrey, and these were the Flare and Brad's, and then these really pretty heart-shaped rhinestones. I wasn't sure about this, but I think it was a good buy. Maggie Holmes stickers. I really love the gold. I didn't catch that when I was ordering them, that it was gold metallic on black, but it looks really good. And there's a lot of good variety here in the words for these stickers, and they were only a couple dollars. They were pretty cheap. American Crafts DIY Shop. These are some tags. These are the kinds of things that I would like to find, somewhere cheap, vintage, but I haven't. So I went ahead and ordered some inventory tags. You can probably buy this kind of thing too at the office supply store, but I just wanted a few. Some more thickers from American Crafts. It's called Rosie, and it's pretty red. I mean, it's not a bright red, but it's not real rosy either. But I like that they're real thin letters and that there's a lot of vowels in there. Now the paper, I've got kind of a little bit of everything in here. This Campout collection from Bella Boulevard, I originally had a bunch of this in my cart and then narrowed it down to just a couple of sheets. I loved this paper with fish on it because my husband takes his grandson fishing every summer. But I just decided I didn't want a whole collection of that. So I got the one with the fish and the trees, which has some wood grain on the back, and you'll see a lot more of that coming up. And I really liked this Pebbles paper just because I did. Then I did get several sheets of BasicGrey. I only got one piece of the Vivienne collection, but I got a few of the J'Adore collection, and here are, let me just pull these out, the A-sides of this. And then we'll flip them over and the B-sides. This particular color, I find that I do scrapbook a fair amount, and that's what led me to that collection. And I thought this matched it, even though it was a different Basic Grey collection. I got a few things left over for Christmas. There wasn't a lot on sale that appealed to me. When I do Christmas papers, I'm looking for things that I can cut up and use for cards. I don't buy a lot of Christmas papers because I don't do a lot of Christmas layouts. Most of the rest of my paper here is about ledger and wood grain. I use a fair amount of those, and I was running low in both categories. So I've got a couple of ledgers here. One from, this is Simple Stories, which actually has a wood grain pattern on the back as well. And then another Simple Stories one, Take a Hike, that's an older collection. I don't worry about, you know, how old they are. I just do a search on ledger or a search on wood grain, and that's how I find my papers. This is an Anna Griffin paper. I think this one, that's a 2015 copyright, so that must be a new one. And then the wood grains, and I never know for sure what I'm going to get sometimes when you're looking at things online. This wood grain is from Cosmo Cricket, and it really, at first I thought, oh my gosh, that's orange, but it's a very authentic looking raw wood, or, you know, finished timber kind of a look. So I think that one will probably find a home fairly easily in my scrapbook. And then we have some darker woods, some jelly bean soup. This one is from the Home Plus Made collection. I got a piece of this last year, and I like those papers. This is one, if I'd seen it in person, I would not have gotten. I'm not crazy about that look. It's not as distinct for me from Glitz Design, but I'm sure it will get used. Here's one I do love, though, from My Mind's Eye Necessities. I wish I'd bought a couple of sheets of that. It doesn't have a B-side to it, but it's really thick paper. Phinbella Boulevard, and a real dark wood grain here from Simple Stories. And this is, I don't know which collection that is. This is an old collection, 2012. I got a pack of paper. Again, I was looking at the wedding theme. This is Ella and Viv Paper Company, and it's called Wedded Bliss, and it was on sale. So I got the 12 sheets for something like $8. They do not have a B-side, and I'll share with you the A-sides of them. Some good overall white papers. I'm not big on buying neutrals. I don't tend to gravitate towards the neutrals. So even if I don't use them for my wedding projects, I think these will be good to have in my stash for some more neutral backgrounds. And then I've just got some regular cardstock, a couple of things that Michael's has been out of when I've been there the last few times. So that's paper and embellishments. Now let's take a look at the last category of stuff here, which is chipboard albums. I wanted to do some mini albums for my Etsy shop and maybe for myself. This one I think might end up being for me. It's a Maggie Holmes. I think there's a new version of this. This is a discontinued version or a clearance version that was marked down to maybe $3. And it's called, well, it says on the front, Always Remember. I don't know exactly for sure what it's called, but it has a nice cover and then some metallics and an envelope and some different kinds of paper to embellish here. I might use this for myself for travel. I don't know. I haven't decided. These, though, are going to be ones that I'll make up to try to sell. This is Bo Bunny's album called My Word, and just six pieces of chipboard. And these I really liked. This is from a place called Fab Scraps, and I went ahead and got 2 of these. I think these were also on sale. A really pretty cover here. There's one little bit that needs to be punched out of this, and I mean that's the wedding ring pattern right there for quilting, so that's perfect for weddings, and it has several individual chipboard sheets. I really like chipboard best for my mini albums. So those are the things that I got, and let's go ahead and open up this Texture Luxe stuff and see what it looks like opened up. I haven't taken the cover thing off because there's a lot of product on there, and I'll use it the first time that I use this. See how pretty that is? So I'm anxious to mix that with some other, whether I mix it with paint or ink or whatever, and see how it comes out. those are my goodies that I got today in the mail, and thanks for sharing a view of those with me today, and I hope you'll come back for more videos.